There is a ritual where you can play peekaboo with the demon. The Celtics used to do it to deter demons away from the villages. It was most common right before St. Patrick crusaded Ireland. They would catch people and put them in giant Wickerman statues and pray to the goddess Corrine for protection over their children. Of course, they had used the captured people as slaves before sacrificing them. That is what caused their downfall. But in the end, they were right. They used to use a pulley system, much like our everyday elevators. They would go to the very top of the Wickerman where they kept outsider children and made their way down. Each floor of the Wickerman, the demons in the forest would get just a little closer. Those whom were too loud, wouldn't hold still, smelled strongly, or didn't wear a hood would have had the unlucky chance of getting a faster demon. They say this demon chases after children, but will make do with adults if they come across them. The demon was said to be one that resided in Pan's labyrinth, Pan being the Greek god of the forest, who devoured everything living. It would chase after cattle, fowl, but it liked smaller things best, henceforth, children. You could probably get a good idea of what it might look like by actually watching the Pan's Labyrinth movie, but no one really knows for sure. After all, those who've seen it either have died or just barely made it. Although the ritual's belief is almost dead, you can do the same game of chicken. You just have to get creative. Instead of a Wickerman, use a place like a hotel. Any hotel, as long as it has multiple floors and an elevator that faces a straight hallway. The things you'll need will be natural salt, Celtic blessed purified water, an elevator with a straight, long hallway in front of it, a sharp silver tool, a cell phone on silent, darkness, and something to cover your face, preferably a burlap sack. First, it would probably be best to get permission from the management. After all, you wouldn't want to be disturbed. Next, any light that may shine through would be dangerous. You can't let the demon see you. No light should be present anywhere. Not your cell phone, not your elevator, and not the hallway. Best to also take care and be sure there isn't any windows in or around the elevator. If that happens, there's no way of knowing where the demon might spawn. Also note that windows are like walls to them. The demon will spawn exactly parallel to the elevator door, more than likely. And you wouldn't want them to be a few feet away while you have 15 more floors to go. Thirdly, you must surround the elevator room with natural, coarse salt. This provides a barrier. Fourth, bless the water with salt and silver, then ask politely to Corrine for protection. Fifth, take the silver knife, or whatever silver thing you have, and place it on your lap. The water should be right in front of you. Sixth, go to the highest floor possible and start the game. Note, you must do this game alone, or there will be a strong chance the demon will get faster. It can smell humans very strongly and is not recommended. Reaching the top floor, click all the buttons descending in consecutive order. Do it all now. There's no need to waste time once it's already there. Wear your mask or sack on your head, and don't take it off ever during the game. The last thing you want is to have the creature know how you look. It might try to find you. This also applies for light. They can't see very well, but if light shines through, then without a doubt, they will give chase. Once the door closes the first time, sit in the middle of the elevator and wait. Each time the door opens, you must make one single noise. That is, if you don't mind it killing others whom aren't a part of the game. It might stray. Make more than just one noise, and it will get a better sense of where you are, giving you more danger. If all goes well, or worse if you don't want it to work, you should be able to see a faint outline of what looks like a hobbled, deformed man, freezing in place every time the door opens. If not, either it didn't work, you did something wrong, or it is already inside the elevator. If it is already inside, then the elevator won't be functioning properly. And this is where you use your cell phone. Before it was a conch shell or a horn to signal for help, but let's face it, no one comes to those anymore. If it isn't inside yet, and you can't see him, don't panic. Just keep going, and try not to make so much noise. Each time the door opens, it should be getting closer and closer. If it gets too close, prepare the water and silver. Once it gets to the door, and it almost is at the salt, it will stop the elevator and try to clear the salt. It can move salt, but it can't cross over it. Take this chance to splash a bit of the blessed water. Don't ruin your salt though. You won't have that guard if you do, then Kareen can't help you. Keep descending until you reach the second to bottom. The very bottom is the only floor you are allowed light. The light is only allowed right near your exit. Once you reach the second to last floor, don't make a sound. Take your knife and stab it. The demon wouldn't dare risk you getting away, and will be more than likely at the door once more. Stab it as hard as possible and say, "In the holy name of the great goddess Kareen, you shall not harm my blood." My blood being you, or anyone else that comes from you. The demon will fall back and be burned by the silver. Demons and fairies can't touch silver and cast iron. Once you reach the very bottom, don't make a sound and leave. Once you reach the exit, spill the rest of the water behind you, but do not look. Once out, you must not eat anything for at least 24 hours. Avoid darkness as much as possible, and might spawn again. And finally, don't speak. You can write words though. If you succeed, then your bloodline is protected until your firstborn reaches the age of 13. But fail, then your bloodline ends with you.